What's up, guys? Spartan Gaming here. This is Matthew.
This is Jason. Right now we're going to be doing Wyvern eggs. So as you can see in the video right now, we have a couple already. We're going to be showing you location, where to find them in the ravine, and then just some more gameplay of it.
And then I'll do the RG speed.
So for this, I recommend an Argent at like 250% movement speed, just so you can safely outrun the Wyverns. And
What'd you say the lowest is?
the lowest I'd say is probably like 200. You'd be able to squeak by. For the poison and fire dragons, it's actually pretty easy to get away from them. The lightning dragon's the one you gotta worry about. So 250, you'll be able to outrun all of them pretty easily. So right now we got Matt's perspective. We're doing this two-person. I've seen it other ways where you take a person in with your Argent and drop him, then you run out and he'll tell you if it's safe. We decided to just do it how I go in, grab the egg, he'll watch my back, and then as you can see, I fly up and stay low to the ground once I'm over the ravine. The Wyverns will actually get stuck on that, and so we just take it back to our base. Matt, stays back a little bit. He's just looking out, see if we got anything coming. But other than that, we did it actually pretty simple. We didn't have that many Wyverns around, so we were able to steal 4 or 5 eggs.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Right now in the video we got 4. You can see we have a poison egg, the green one, and then 2 fire and a lightning egg. They're all very distinct. You're looking for the openings in the ravine walls. They're marked by crystals that are lit up. There's only a limited amount of nests and eggs that will spawn, so once you've taken all of them, you gotta wait a little bit for them to respawn. But the holes can be on either side of the ravine, and they're actually pretty easy to find. So as you can see, there's only 1 Wyvern in the screen right now. We got pretty lucky. We only had 1-2 run-ins with them.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking scary though. So it was a lightning that got right at us. So definitely stay away from lightning. As you can see here, we aggravated it. Best thing to do is just fly as fast as you can away from them. Maybe do a little serpentine, especially if it's a lightning, because they will shoot you. As you can see here in just a minute, we're on a non-dedicated server, and Jason is the host, so I can't get too far from him. As you can see, the lightning does quite a bit of damage. Our RG's healths are extremely high. But yeah, just fly as fast as you can. Maybe do a little serpentine just to stay out of danger's way. But definitely steer clear of lightning. They are the bluish ones. They're kind of hard to see from far away, but if you have a spyglass, it makes it really easy. So yeah, just once you get some eggs, bring them back to your base. It doesn't have to be located in the desert like ours is. I would actually maybe not suggest that, because it is extremely hot in the desert. We actually lose health unless we have all our ACs on, which speaking of which, we would suggest probably 10 or so AC units is pretty good. You got to keep them cooled down a lot, because it's extremely hot in the desert and they won't incubate unless you have that. I'd say the fewest to go is probably 8 or 9. I wouldn't go much lower. We haven't tested too much with a low amount, but we had 10 just to be safe. Also, I suggest bringing a fridge to hold unused eggs. I would only hatch 1 or 2 at a time, because we got lucky. Our first fire one that we hatched actually hatched 3 Wyvern babies, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so you have a chance to get either 1, 2, or 3 Wyverns out of an egg, and we got extremely lucky with that fire egg. It was a level 12. Because these are our first Wyverns, we weren't going for high-level eggs where you see a bunch of guys going for. But we just wanted something to have. We just wanted to say, we got these Wyverns.
Yeah. Hatching it takes a long time. We have our hatching speed up since we're on a non-dedicated server, a private game, and it still took us like hour and a half, 2 hours almost. Yeah. So if you're on a public game, you're definitely going to stay close just so they don't despawn. We haven't tested if they do or not. We just wanted to be safe and didn't go too far. The location of this place, we forgot to mention it earlier, is on the west side of the map, right on the edge of scorched. Before you go into the desert, as you can see, it's just this giant scar cut in the land. It's a really cool looking place, so I think so. Definitely would do that.
So, as you can see, in this part of the video, I'm pretty sure we've exhausted all the eggs. Oh, hey, this is what happens when you get too far away. Yeah, as you can see, I'm glitched. I'm actually moving in this part on my screen, and he tries to fly back to me, and this happens.
I glitched down to the bottom, so if you're on 9 a dedicated server, stay close because you will piss off dragons, and it's freaky, let me tell you. I thought I was going to die here, not going to lie. So definitely want to stay close to your guy if you're on a 9 dedicated, just to make sure that nothing happens, nothing goes wrong, you don't die. They are pretty fast and dangerous, not going to lie.
But yeah, at this point, I was pretty sure that we had exhausted all the eggs. We had to wait for them to respawn because I checked pretty much every nest and there was nothing in any of them. So there's another thing. I stopped to attack some things to get some levels for my Argent, and Matt
I got
couldn't
stopped
go back
again,
to the base. Eventually he does get teleported to me like you saw, and it just so happened to be a bad teleport at that time.
Yeah, sometimes they can be helpful though, like if you're doing something challenging. We tried for a golem earlier in this one, and it didn't go as planned. So that definitely helped with, because especially if you don't want to use the bed, you can just spawn in a random. Don't do what I'm about to do here. Do not place in the quick item slots thinking you can just drop it, because you won't drop it. You will eat it, and you will be very pissed at yourself because that one was almost done.
Yeah. That was,
Jason was gonna fight me. I thought he was gonna come down and kill me. So definitely don't do that.
Yeah, that was the first egg I grabbed, and I did that before Matt got on. I was just testing how I could do it single.
Speaking of that, it's pretty easy, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Explain it.
Doing it single is the same way I'd do it with Matt. It's just you wouldn't have somebody else up top looking down, seeing if there's any wyverns around. I just go in the nest, make sure my bird's parked to where I can fly out really fast, because once you grab that egg, every single wyvern is going to be pissed off at you.
What would you say how would you explain the egg looks?
I mean, the eggs look dope.
They do look really cool. They glow too.
Yeah, they glow at night. As you can see, we had them in our refrigerator because at night in the desert it gets really cold and it will not incubate. So we had to put them in the fridge and wait.
Alright, well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming back and watching. We are still really early on trying to work out some kinks, which is why we don't have our voices in for our party chat. We live down the hall from each other. We're in college, which also explains our school schedule and stuff, which kind of messes with our plans for uploading. We are still trying to do 1 to 2 a week. As you can see here, this is our setup for our rock golem trap. That's going to be our next video. We're going to hopefully be taming a rock golem. So stay tuned. Please subscribe and like. Anything helps. And leave comments for help. Catch you guys later.